All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On a broadcasted, recorded delay for Katie's game final table, this tournament ended what time last night?
About 2:30. I think I got home I think we left here about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you guys do not want to be awake at 3 a.m. to watch this.
Yep.
Another great record. There's something called critical mass.
Right.
Where, like in business, there's just a point where it can't get any bigger. Like a sponge cannot hold any more water.
Agreed.
And I think we've hit that with Katie's game, where we hit 300, 320, 330, 320, and I think the room is not big enough to go over like 330.
Yeah.
And people don't want to stay up till 3 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
I don't blame them at all. So I think 300 is about where we're going to be. We're going to adjust some of the other tournaments throughout the week.
Yep. Got some big stuff coming up
to overtake that.
Yeah. So going to make some changes with some staff, new staff coming in.
Adding some people.
Adding some people. Going to be dedicating a lot of time to.
We love Min, but he became a professional poker player.
Min, bro.
Gave us his 2 weeks notice, said, hey, I'm still here if you need me, but I'm making so much money playing poker, I really can't do this.
He's doing well, though.
I love it. I wish him the best. But we are bringing on some new people. You'll see him next week if you come play.
Yeah.
The big thing that I want to announce, a one-off Saturday, April 15th.
Yep.
$250 heads-up tournament. We ran one last month, a $700 tournament, and everybody in the chat and everybody I talked to said, man, I want to play this, but 700 is just a little too much.
Just
make it like 300 and I'll come play. And we discussed it and said, let's make it 250.
Yep.
Let's make it so there's no excuse now. Let's come and play and let's fill this thing up. This is great. We have a big PLO stream
in about an hour and a half.
So let's get this underway and do this. It's just about a 1 hour broadcast, as you can see. We just got to the final table. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
I'm still feeling it.
Yeah, it's rough. Well, we were here yesterday for 17, 18 hours.
Yeah, I got here like at 8:30 for Mark's game.
Yeah, I was late. I didn't get here till 9:30.
Yeah.
But it was a rough one. It's a rough one to get in at 9 o'clock in the morning and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
All right, let's hit play.
All right, let's get going.
We'll do it. We're going to start off with Mauricio with 1.3, Brandon Wiley 1.2, and Johnny with 1.1. Up at the top. Down at the bottom, we've got Drew with 310,000, Martin with 260,000, and Larry with 175,000.
Yeah, we got King in the box.
King in the box. He's going to Iron Man this like normal on a Katie's night. He loves to do it.
A Layla running tracker. Kind of Eric getting this thing going. I'm running the tournament yesterday, so those are our chip counts as we get into the final table. Brandon Wiley, one of the floors here at Poker House. I think he had been here since like 6 o'clock yesterday, and he's like back here today as well.
Oh, Martin in the one seat was walking in at 9:30 a.m. with me as a player.
He stayed that long? I didn't realize he stayed that long.
Yeah, so he was tired also.
Again, as Eric said, kind of critical mass. Ended this tournament with 296 total entries.
Yep.
Creating prize pool of about 23.5K. So Bijan gonna fold here, giving the big blind a walk. 33 big blinds, 30 big blinds, and about 28 big blinds from Mauricio, Brandon, and Johnny respectively. Short stacks, Drew, Martin, Larry, under 10 big blinds. Blinds 20K, 40K, 40K, big blind Annie.
Lego says spoiler alert when you have the time. And it's a spoiler alert when we say this final table is about an hour long. Yes. So here's a glitch in the system. On the live, it was correct. But then I could see the delay 15 minutes later, and I saw that it wasn't correct, but it was correct on the live. So I went and changed it again. It's a really weird bug in the system. You can see the ticker down below is using the previous ticker. So we have to figure that out still.
All right, ace-9 the offsuit, gonna rip it here for just a pinch over 4 big blinds. In middle position.
Any ace with 4 bigs is a rip.
Yeah, I mean, especially ace-9 offsuit.
Yeah, you're not gonna call and fold with 4 big blinds.
Right.
And the ace is just too strong.
Got some viewers in the chat. TLS, Rena, Frank, Lego, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. Again, our live stream schedule is pretty crazy here at Poker House. Tournaments are going to be picking up as well. Talked to Kim today about some pretty cool ideas.
Oh, I love ideas. Kim Stone.
Yeah, she's like, you should talk to Eric about doing like a spring freeze out series, like Thursday, like a $100, $200 bind, and like Friday $300, $400 bind, Saturday, and Sunday $500, like a step up. Oh, that's me doing the stretching in the background. I've been on my feet up to that point for, gosh, either 14, 15 hours. Yeah. Adam Emerson in the chat. Brandon was running pretty pure last night. Larry here again.
Now, Brandon's a good player. This isn't a one-off for Brandon. You have to run good in poker in general, but this is his second deep run. He shipped it last week. Was it Sunday night?
Could have been.
He shipped something. He shipped a big tournament last week. It might have been a Monday night tournament or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, Larry's gonna rip his small stack. A7 offsuit Bijan.
Gonna pick him up with 2 7s.
Pocket 7s on the button. Gonna try to isolate, get him heads up, which he does. 650K in the pot, but 15 big blinds total. Favorable flop for 7s here.
Needs to dodge an ace and an ace only. All three are live. Does not get it.
Larry eliminated in 9th place. Gets $495 for faking the final table. First bust set on the final table.
Payout C3.
$495.
Joey Pigtails, what's going on, bud? We got a PLO stream going to get going in about an hour and a half. Commentating on this final table. Again, this final table, this tournament started yesterday at 6 p.m. Final table ended at about 2:30ish a.m. So did not want to broadcast. I think the last time we actually broadcast this live was about 3 or 4 weeks ago when my analysis was not good, A, and B, when I fell asleep in the booth.
Yeah.
So
we decided at 3, and we didn't have a lot of viewers at 2 o'clock in the morning.
when it was ending at like midnight.
Yeah, when we're starting at 10 and getting done at midnight, that's fine.
Yeah.
But starting at midnight and getting done at 2, we lose viewers.
Oh yeah. Drew here going to rip 5 big blinds with pocket kings. Good
It's a great
spot.
hand.
Especially we've coming up with the big blind next. Brandon here. Let's see if he's going to reship or just going to call.
There's not a lot you can do. Just like Bajan, the previous hand, reshipped with pocket 7s. He is just going to call.
Yep. If he was in later position, like cutoff or button, he could re-rip there just to ISO.
We've had this conversation before. I like the call in this situation. Have somebody else call. Like, let's have a queen jack call or something like that, and now gang up on this guy, and we'll bust him.
Joey Pigtails, where are you from? Are you a PLO guy or are you a Hold'em guy? You know we're a very vlogger, content / vlogger / social media creator.
Media creator friendly room.
Yeah. Kings with a favorable flop here.
Brandon has 1 out. He needs a 7 of diamonds.
Need some running cards for a straight. Let's see if he picks up additional equity. Does pick up that additional
Open
equity.
ender needs a 4 or an 8. Double gut.
Yeah.
Does not get it. Kings hold.
Joey, are you from Florida? I played when we were down. I remember
We were
I played
at Daytona Beach.
I played at Orange City and Daytona Beach when we went down there to help with the live stream. I may have played against you. I was down there for, was it that Great American Poker
Great American
Tour?
Poker Tour at Daytona Beach the last week of January. I think it was a $500 buy-in.
I don't remember. 200K guarantee, though. I remember that. I don't remember what the buy-in is.
All right.
Dude.
So, Joey, you might have played with the Asian sensation.
Eric and I were down there helping them run and set up their
quickly.
live stream.
Joey, you recognize this guy? Did he play with you? Did he punt a lot of money? Because that's all he was doing that weekend.
I did. That was like my worst punt in a while, especially with the 5-5 game because their cap is 2-5 800. And I remember when I got there, I was like, "Hey, can I get on the 2-5 list? What's the cap?" And the guy was like 800. I'm like, "Push street," and he's like, "No, max buy-in." Hiya. So,
what is the cap down here for the 2-5? Is it like 1,500?
here or
Here in Dallas.
at this room, Poker House is 1,500.
Yeah.
TCH is match stack.
Okay.
So I've talked to like some players, talked to like
Might
Ken Hayden.
adjust.
Might adjust it to be a little bit competitive.
Make the 1-3 a max buy-in and make the 2-5 a
Yeah.
match a stack.
Joey, did you play that PLO stream? Remember they had that PLO stream that we got set up like 45 minutes before? All right, Martine here in the small blind. Blind versus blind spot. 6-4 clubs versus Jack 4 suited.
Oh, here, I remember, because when I'm running Action Tracker, I can't see into the cards, and I'm talking to King right now going, he's already in for 60. It's only 80 more. You have to call with any 2 cards.
I think
and
you
he
called
would
it
have been way ahead.
with a suited Broadway card.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting like 5-1 on his money.
Yeah, I think you call there. I mean, if you're a Jack 4 offsuit, I think you fold there. Well, I want to say any 2 cards, but Jack 4 suited.
I'm
got some
calling with
equity.
any 2 cards. Last to act in big blind, and it's less than 2 bigs to call.
Yeah, on the B versus B scenario. Sorry. Boy. Yeah, Joe. Okay, so yeah, Erica was helping with the live stream. I was teaching some of their guys how to run Action Tracker. The funny story is, when we got there a couple days before, we didn't think we were going to be ready in time.
They didn't have it set up correctly.
Yeah, King's here for Johnny Rodriguez. He final tabled our summer bash last summer here.
August.
Yeah. We literally finished that live stream, like, and when I say finished the live stream, like, got it ready like 45 minutes before the stream was supposed to start.
Shout out Daytona Beach Tech Crew.
Yeah, man, those guys are good. I've actually watched some of their streams lately. They've been doing a lot of 2.5 lately.
Yep. I'm texting them hints like they did a full profile, like waist up, like we did the first time we started. And I was like, crop in on that head, remove the background, make it sexy.
So if you guys are like in the Florida, if you guys haven't subscribed to Daytona Beach, they're getting their live stream going. I believe Joey, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Kyle Fish was like one of their commentators recently. He's a young content creator vlogger as well.
Did you call him a young buck?
No, he's a young content creator.
Oh, okay. They said he's a young buck.
I mean, he is young. King's going around. Bijan. Now, with 15 big blinds, there's no need to rip here. You can just open.
Yeah, he can make it 150.
25. 125. Yeah, 150.
I like to go on the smaller side with such a strong hand in early position.
Yeah, exactly, because Kings don't need a ton of protection. Especially, again, when you're opening from under the gun.
It's going to look strong.
It's going to look very strong, versus if you're opening the cutoff or opening on the button. That's what I thought Kyle Fish has been helping them. All you content creators, come down to Texas. Oh, look at this. Cedric with Jax here. With 5 big blinds.
Bad beat.
Tough spot here.
No, and he's obviously doing the right thing.
Yeah, he's never folding jacks with 5 big blinds.
No.
6
I'm
big
surprised
blinds.
Ace 10 snap folded. I mean, with a raise and a re-raise, Ace 10 shrinks up.
Yeah, and plus it's an ICM spot. If Cedric gets eliminated, you know, he automatically gets a little pay jump.
And he's not closing action. There's people behind him. Bajan can re-raise, you know. So good fold. I just would have taken a second to walk my way through it.
Martine here with the Corona in the background.
Oh, he would have flopped an ace.
Hey,
I mean, he can't be results-oriented, but he would have flopped an ace.
Flop. 6 of diamonds.
He's exactly a jack.
4.2%. 2 of diamonds. Bijan with the pocket kings from under the gun. Gonna eliminate Cedric. Middle position. Cedric eliminated in 8th place for $639.
He's just announcing he would have had ace 10, but he's not going to do it.
Joey, Aaron, you guys should come down. Y'all get together, come down to Texas. We'll do
Dallas specifically.
Yeah. You guys know that we stream the Next Gen boys. Gil, Jack, and Funky Punts are here. Wolfgang's here. Sam Clark Poker's here. So a lot of these content creators, Queen of Felt was here not that long ago. Jay Wynn was here not that long ago. So even though we're a young stream in terms of, you know, making our mark, we're getting some high-profile players very, you know, relatively quickly. Building the live stream.
They're loving it. It's super fun. The Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, his real name is Nick. He's like, can I change? I can't even do a Dutch. accent. But so can I use Flying Dutchman? I'm like, whatever you want to do, dude, as long as it's not offensive. Now, Drew here with ace-9 suited can actually rip this hand. It's a hand that has a relatively decent post-flop equity.
So 180,000.
Where you see on the button, gonna make it 3x, queen 10 offsuit. Good hand to apply some pressure on. You're blocking a lot of the strongest portions of the blind's range. You know, blocking ace queen, king queen, ace 10, pocket 10.
All face cards.
Yeah, a lot of face cards, blocking straight draws. Touche, Joey. Would love to have you down here when you're ready to come down here. I actually had a guy from Abilene text me. He's starting his content creating. A guy named Marcus McCarthy.
Yep.
Remember how when we were running the tournament yesterday, when I was asking Danielle, hey, do we have a hotel deal here? There's a guy,
Oh, right. That was
a
for
guy that
him?
wants to come stay here for like a week, two, to start his content creation. Because, I mean, what kind of content creation are you going to get at Abilene, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna get out of Abilene. No offense.
You need to get some action.
Yeah, if you're here from Abilene, no offense.
If they're from Abilene, they know.
Yeah.
All protein, goddamn. All protein, baby.
We do have a $200 tournament tonight at 6 p.m.
Yep.
That's our deep stack, 30K starting stack.
PhD Classic 20-minute blind starting at 6 p.m. 2 hours of open registration. Brandon here again. Can a raise here or rip here with an ace on the button?
So
I like the raise.
because he's like third in chips,
Yeah.
I don't want him to just rip it in because he's got the chip leader to his.
Very close.
Same hand. Very close. Same hand, sir.
I was, suited,
Johnny showed 7 deuce and Brandon said same hand. So Mauricio's got 22 big blinds.
Yep.
Bijan on his left has 21. Johnny on his left has 18, and he's only at 14. So because he's got 2 of the 3 chip leaders on his left, I don't want him to just rip it in blindly. Because if either one of them decides to take a stand, he's out of the tournament in 7th place when he's, 3rd, 4th in chips. He doesn't have to play super reckless yet.
Next player eliminated will get $805 for their efforts. Final table. And I believe Drew was a relatively late registration, or he may have just fired multiple bullets. Bijan here picking up another premium pocket aces on the button. Don't want to go too big. You do want to get a call or potential shove from out of the blinds. Let's see what size he goes with here. Min raises at 2x. I like it. Alice Kuhn in the chat. Good to have you with us. And again, in about less than 2 hours, we're going to be streaming 5-5-10 PLO. That
Are you
link is
going to
live.
be solo in the booth tonight?
No one wants to commentate PLO, but I'm the only one dumb enough to do it.
I've got some people, but they're not from around here.
Yeah, the problem is the people either want to play,
Yep.
they don't want to commentate, which I get.
For sure.
Ooh, Aaron's going to be playing the live stream hopefully this summer. Come through Texas. I'm going to put a little link in the chat. If you're interested in playing the live stream, I haven't checked this in a while, so I need to check it soon. But
Okay, so Johnny's got a gut shot. He needs a 10 for the best hand. He has an overcard to the board, which he might think is good. All the 8 does is give him a longer straight.
All right, we got a jumper in there.
and it's just going to re-rip it here.
Johnny checks it, and Bijan ships it for his million.
Not in love with it. Unless he's targeting a queen specifically.
Or he's trying to get rid of that flush draw. Flush draw, straight draw. There's a lot of combo draws that Johnny could have that I want to deny equity to.
No, go.
Like you're gonna fucking change something up.
Again, we are at the final table here. Blinds are now up 30K, small blind 60K, big blind 60K, big blind ante. 7 players remaining out of 296 players. Total of nearly 6 million chips in play. Average stack about 850K.
Especially me, I'm low stack. I ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah.
Drew here, 10 big blinds, ace jack
I
suited.
got nowhere to go. But
10 big blinds.
Yeah, I mean,
Under the gun.
it's pretty. It's a rip. I
It's
mean,
a rip? Okay.
it's a rip, but you're never folding this, so you can open call shove.
Yeah. Open to induce. Yep. Now here's one. He tries to make it 80, and blinds are 60. So I said he has to make it 120. And King says, okay, he makes it 125. No, he has to make it 120.
Yeah, he can't
the
make
minimum.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's making it 125. No, he has to make it 120.
Yeah.
He can't make it more than that now.
All right, I am posting a link. Anybody in the chat, if you ever want to play on our live stream.
How do I only have 311 points?
I know a guy.
God, did somebody come and take away points from
Yeah.
me that I earned?
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous. Brandon does call with 2 5s.
All right, that link there from Eddie Bat. Fill that out, get you on the list. I'll get your contact information. I'll shoot out, respond to you.
No.
Bajani or King Queen offsuit?
I don't hate it. It's only, well, he's getting 2 to 1 on his money. A little more than that with the blinds and antes in there. So I don't hate it. And now Brandon and Bajan are going to check it down, and one of them is going to, oh, wait, Drew's not all in. Never mind. Ignore everything I just said.
Great flop here.
Open-ender for Bajan, top pair for Drew.
Oh, this is like, what is it?
That's your volume.
That's my volume. My bad.
All right, we got a jumper in the 2.
Jumper in the 2 seat. Gonna ship top
Yeah.
pair. Gonna
This
put
is a tough one for
Bajan.
Bajan.
It's gonna be for a third of his remaining
2
stack.
overcards and an open-ender. He's got 13 outs. He needs a 9 or an ace for a straight, and a king or a queen to beat the jack. So he's got a lot of outs.
Yeah, it's if he calls in
500K. It's a half pot bet.
If he was like king queen suited with like a club, heart, or spade,
Backdoor flush draw.
with some
something.
backdoor equity,
Good bet, Drew. Well played.
I think I could potentially see him potentially calling there. Again, stacked ups are really shallow. Actually, I wouldn't even call with king queen suited with the backdoor equity, especially with Flying Dutchman with 5 big
Yeah,
blinds.
he loses
Martin.
and he's down to 1.1 million, which is still.
You still, I mean, you still have 17 big blinds.
Yeah.
All right, 16, 17 big blinds. Still in a good spot, though. In 7 players remaining. We are skipping the breaks because we took about, what, 10, 15-minute break
To get him situated.
to get a situation on the final table.
Pictures, chip counts, everything else.
Again, Poker House, Dallas Poker House Live. One of the only live streams that streams as many times.
$100 tournament.
$100 tournament, PLO. low stake-
$500 max buy in 1-2 games.
Yeah, low stakes
Nobody
cash,
does that.
mid stakes cash, high stakes cash. Now, a lot of people have told me that 5, 10, 25 is not high stakes poker.
Right. I was going to say it's
That's
not
bull.
nosebleed,
It's not nosebleed, but it's
but
Texas
it's high
five.
stakes.
With OFC in the game or a player like
And
JD,
25-50.
the 50 is going to be
That's
on.
high.
75%, 60% of the time, the 50 is going to be on. Sometimes the 100 is going to be on.
Yeah. A lot of these guys, they when they think high stakes, though, they're thinking, 400, 800.
Yeah, the 200,
at
400,
the area.
100, 200, hustler, live at the bike type games.
Or like, high stakes poker on
Yeah.
on TV with Negreanu and Ivy and everything.
Dutchman here, jacks on the button, going to put the rest of his chips in.
Martin snap folds a pocket pair with 2
What-
big blinds.
what was his pocket pair?
Deuces, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
a pocket pair. He beats ace king.
Yeah, but there's an open and a rip.
Okay.
So you have to think there's a pocket pair that's
Yeah,
more
somebody's
live
got
than
a
you.
pocket pair better. And there's no fold equity.
See, the
'cause all you
call's
do is
fixed
call
now.
for- I fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so annoying, by the way.
It is, and that's just a software glitch. When I noticed it, but it was correct in the live preview, but on the delay it was wrong. So that's some more information I can give Australia to help him figure it out. you guys didn't know, I work hand in hand with the program developer from Australia and fix a lot of bugs. I've been doing that for 12 years now.
Yeah, you've been one of the mainstays in the live stream space.
I love that he watches our stream and texts me help, as live help as he's watching it.
Bajan here. How much is it for him to call?
Well, he made it 150. It's 320 to call, so it's 170 more.
Oh, you have to call.
And actually,
It's suited Broadway cards, bro.
you can hear King going, "Can I tell him how much it is?" Like if he asks, I'm like, if he asks, you can. Don't offer the information, but if he asks you how much more is it, then you can tell him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I said. I think I commented.
Yeah.
in the headset
We
too.
were all in the headsets, and he's like, he's asking me how much it is. I told him 320. He wants to know how much more. Can I tell him? Well, yes, you can help him. If he asks you, don't volunteer that information.
Jacks versus King 10 suited.
Boom. King right there on
All
the flop.
spade board.
Flying Dutchman way behind. Needs a jack. There it is.
That's a jack for a set, but a spade can chop the pot. 6 of spades.
Chop, chop.
Luck box.
You need to ask Australia about the audio delay.
Yes. That is a known issue, and there's a setting that we have to fix. I just don't know which way. There's a slider,
I gotcha.
and I don't know which way to slide it. So I just leave it alone, and it's an annoying half a second delay from the audio to the video, so you can see their lips are not synced. And now there's a break. We're going to skip.
Yeah, you were showing me how to skip the break.
Yep.
You just go. You go plus
Plus next level.
next level plus next level.
Plus level.
And for those of you who know, I'm training to become tournament director here. It's fun. Going to be putting some cool stuff on here in the future.
And we're bringing on some new guys.
And gals, new guys and
gals.
gals.
I say guys as a gender neutral guys. Listen to that. Sounds like it's been TD for a week.
Yeah. I got the voice.
Let's go.
Okay, we're still 7-handed. Again, started this tournament off. Well, I guess ended up this tournament with 296 total entries. Price pool of like 23.7.
We had
So lowest week in about a month. It's still good.
19 tables going
Oh, yeah, we did.
and did not have a nail. As soon as we hit 7 players at each table, we opened up a new table.
Yeah.
And we did that 4 times. And we never had an alternate.
110. Boom.
Martin on the button with a good spot to triple up with
Brandon
queens.
asks how much, and Martin goes, 110, fool.
Got one on and two players still with that.
And that's
Mauricio checks in the... Oh, no, he doesn't check in the dark.
he is basically checking in the dark. Brandon checks right behind him.
Ace of diamonds.
I don't love Mauricio's bet.
I don't either.
Shit, you check. You know, you fucking.
He's putting 80,000 in with I paired my 4.
Yeah. And again, in a spot like this in a tournament with a short stack in, obviously they're all behind, but you want to try to eliminate this player.
Let's just,
Especially
it's
the
not
dry side.
collusion,
Yeah.
it's tournament strategy.
And plus, there's no side pot. So
Yeah, there was
no,
nothing-
There's a little side pot. I take that back. I'm sorry. There is a side pot. There. Oh, actually, I take that back.
Martin was in for 110.
Yeah, there was no
And it
side
went
pot.
call.
And then Mauricio created a side pot when he bets turn. So I apologize. Getting 40 viewers in the chat.
Martin just assumes he lost, so he left the table.
Standard Tom Dwan.
Yeah. He's like, well, an ace is out there, so I must have lost. And he walks away, and like, oh, wait, my queens are good? Let me sit back down. And he's up to 5 big blinds now. Yeah, I agree. Call with 4-8, but don't bet. Because either you've got the best hand, or the guy's got to fold. And either way, there's no reason to bet into a dry side pot.
Oh, they had to hit nothing. I had it. King is good. That motherfucker good. I can't show anybody shit. That motherfucker good.
Ace Jack suited under the gun, 20 big blinds. Going to see it open here from Bajan. Suited Broadway cards.
Probably 80 is the blind, so
160.
200.
I talked about when your stack depths get decreased relative to the blinds, you don't want to be opening too big. So
He's gonna make it a little bigger.
7-fold.
what do you make it?
210, I think. Yep. I don't hate it. He's gonna dust off somebody who might have some equity that would have called.
Right.
And let's just pick it up now.
Ace
He
10
does get,
offsuit.
see, and that's who he's gonna get to call is people with a worse ace.
Yeah.
The king, queen, might fold, and they're to a bigger raise,
Now,
and they
but-
might call a smaller raise.
But Jean has all the queens in his range, but Brandon also has all the 6s and 4s in his range. See rip?
I heard King say we got a jumper, so he does.
I'm not a big fan of the rip here.
Not at all, because
Yeah.
Brandon could have easily slow played.
Yeah, you're not getting called by worse, right?
You're getting the hands you beat to fold.
Yeah, you want to keep his bluffs in.
I mean, about all you can do is like, had Brandon had a 6 or a 4, he might have folded that.
right, but he's never folding a queen.
But
there.
he's not folding a queen. I don't love the rip.
And now, with that being said, a lot of these players at this final table, don't understand standard tournament play.
I mean, they got
Stack,
the final table.
stack depths, opening sizes, ranges.
I wasn't thinking at all. My mind is not working.
I mean, you're right. They did make it to the final table. It's a pretty non-standard move there.
You took it out. 7-fold, 9-fold, 1-fold.
Again, king in the box gonna be Iron Manning it.
Damn, it's 80,000 already?
I mean, it is. Okay, I'm ripping 10 bigs here. Ace 10 suited cutoff.
Agreed. It happens to be irrelevant.
No, this is a spot like I've worked with like Hayden and Kim in the past on this. Before WSOP, we did some study sessions with like Jim and Dory Coyle, a couple other people.
Flying Dutchman down to 4 big blinds.
Yeah, it's still enough.
Brandon, Martin. See, so when you've got 10 and you've got 3 people behind you, 4 people behind you, I really don't want to just rip it all in and
So
run
this is-
into the guy,
right.
one of the 2 guys that has you out chipped.
So if
Wakes
we're,
up with a hand.
if we're talking, so you heard us talking about ICM, right? So like independent chip model. For the buy-in value relative to what's remaining in the price pool, quote unquote, significant ICM implications. From an actual monetary dollar value, not so much. Now,
Depending on, I mean, not everybody's a baller like you.
no, I'm just saying, like, if we're talking,
$600 is a lot of money.
no, agreed, right? So if we're talking strictly like tournament strategy, again, blind depths, stack depths are super shallow. You're okay with
Right.
getting your hand with a suited ace, suited Broadway ace.
Right.
Drew here, hijack, king, queen offsuit, just gonna limp.
And I might be wrong, but I don't mind a min raise fold with ace 10.
No.
If Bijan rips on me after I min click it, I don't mind folding and preserving my last 8 big blind.
Oh, look at this. Bajaj flopping top and bottom pair. Drew with top pair.
This is going to be bad for Drew. You're never folding now.
Yep, you're never folding.
12 bigs, top pair, great kicker. Straight draws out there, no flush draws. But Bijan's chip leader could be just being the chip bully. He just rips it.
And I'm not a big fan of the rip there. I mean, unless you're worried about like Jack 10.
I don't think he's worried at all. I think that he senses strength in
Yeah.
Drew, and he's going to get called by King Queen. Because Drew was a pre-flop raiser. No, I'm wrong. Drew called. They all limped. Okay, never mind. Drew
Yeah.
limped. Oh, yeah, they're talking
Bijan-
about this right now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're opening tables.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And Martin's like, why are they opening tables? Because we need them. Because we got players. This is really putting Drew in the tank.
Yeah, we opened a 1-2 table like at 1 o'clock in the morning. We had 2 round of each tables. One orbit of Hold'em, one orbit of
Here's the problem.
PLO. 2-5 matches stack.
Bijan was in the small blind, limp to him. He could literally have any 2 cards.
Right.
He could have 8-9, King 8, King 9. He could literally have any 2 cards that beat you, or he could have 6, 7, 7, 10, 10 Jack, any 2 cards that have a ton of equity against you. So this is a really tough decision for Drew.
Yeah,
For your tournament life, making $600 when first place is almost $6,000. Do you want to go out right now in 7th place
yeah, and so the thing
with 1 pair?
Is Bijan the type of player to check rip a single pair?
He does
holding?
call, so it worked.
I don't hate his call here.
I don't either.
You could have a hand
I'm glad I don't have to make it.
You could have like Jack 10 suited, one of these.
Oh, he could definitely have a drawing hand or he could have a worse king. He could have King Jack that he thinks is best. All right, Drew needs a 9 or a queen. Doesn't get it. He will be eliminated in 7th place.
Yeah, I believe he makes. Let me double check.
$805.
805.
Hey, yeah. See, two.
Getting
Yeah, I
next.
just cheat and wait for the graphic
thing
to come up. Flying Dutchman with 4 big blinds. Brandon and Martine each with 5 big blinds. So they're all jockeying to see who gets that next pay jump.
Yeah.
Laddering up to what's 6th place pay then, like
1,042.
right on.
All right, for those of you mainstays, let me give you guys some points. I'm gonna give you a little teaser. I'm only gonna give you 1,000. I'm being stingy with the points today because I need you guys to come back tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday.
I thought 1,000 was generous.
Yeah.
But that's me. Oh, Poker Monkey says he's on a bad losing streak right now.
Oh, we need to adjust some cameras. Remind me of that before.
Right on.
60 viewers in the chat. Again, thank you for showing up.
That's great. Great tournament. Katie's game, Wednesdays. We are also doing this same tournament, 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Fridays.
I am running both tournaments tomorrow.
$100 tournament. 20K starting stack, 20-minute levels. We're getting like 30, 40 people on a Friday night, and we're getting 107 last Monday for the same event.
All right, we got a jumper in the 5.
Jumper of the 5. Brandon here, Ace King offsuit.
AK.
Bijan King Queen suit. King Queen offsuit.
5 big blinds on the button. I call.
Yeah, I'm calling.
Especially because you've got 37. You just took out 2 people. You can afford to double Brandon up without worrying about it.
6 fold, 7 fold. All right, there you go. There you go.
He does fold. Johnny folds. Flying Dutchman folds. Oh, he shows Bijan, and Bijan is so happy right now. I would have just lost 5 big blinds right there. That's what would have happened if I had King Queen on the button.
Right.
Expecting Brandon to be making a play.
Yeah. And tonight, again, as talked about, tonight we're going to be running 5-5-10 PLO. Going to have Bingo Ben, thumbnail for today. Bingo Ben.
He's new.
Huh?
He's new here, isn't he?
No, he's played the last couple PLO streams. Bingo Ben.
Okay.
What else we got?
I don't
Bingo
recognize
Ben,
that name, Bingo Ben.
It's Ben Schroeder.
Oh,
But he wanted to be
Bingo Ben.
Bingo Ben. He was the one that his mom. Oh, Brandon here, Pocket Kings, picking up some premiums.
5 race, 225.
now he ripped it with Ace King and 5 big blinds. Now that he has 7 big blinds, he just does like a 3x.
I'm not gonna lie.
2.5x.
If somebody has like 8 big blinds and they just like min open it, I'm like,
Yeah. I think it'd be easier for Martin to call with 2 5s
if he just rips it,
if he rips it.
Yeah.
Because he could be ripping it with stuff he's trying to
like
protect.
ace 10, ace 10, ace jack, ace queen offsuit, king queen offsuit, those types of hands.
Flying Dutchman trying to do the math. He does let it go. Good fold. He's going, I'm in the small blind. I've got a suited king. Martin now, he's in the big blind. It's only going to cost him an extra 80, 145 to call. They're doing some table talk. Let's listen to these guys. I love Martin's table talk.
Yeah, I remember that stream, Pokemon. You had quads.
One fold.
He does fold fives. Wow.
I don't know, I'm getting it in. I think if he rips, he calls.
Yeah,
He-
Brandon just rips it in there.
I say I think he calls.
Martin looks,
Maybe trying to ladder up.
yeah.
A couple $100.
Yeah, he's got the Flying Dutchman behind him with only
Yeah, we're both up.
2 big blinds, and the blinds are going to hit him quickly. He just paid the blinds.
40, 88. No, he's at 40.
I'm the 40 now, bro. Don't fuck me up.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Flying Dutchman just paid his blind, so he's a button now.
I'm working on my Adobe Photoshop skills.
Like it. You did that?
Yeah.
Good job.
I did
sir.
it today and Fridays. I had Gil, Jack, and Frankie give me like 10-minute tutorials.
Nice. Takes a lot of playing with it. It's an art more than a science.
For sure, 100%.
So they can teach you the science of it, but it's the art that you've got to kind of play with and figure out on your own.
Oh, I meant to make their faces glow. I
Nice.
didn't do that. I can do
Put a
that
little
later.
background behind it, a little white shimmer, like the cool kids do. Bijan raises it up.
All right, we got 9 who's all in.
Johnny.
Oh, Flying Dutchman, Ace King suited here. Nice hand to get your cards in with.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Bijan basically put them all in just with the min raise. And so they're going to have to get it all in. Mauricio folds his King 4 suited.
Wisely folding. Again, next player eliminated going to make
1,000?
1,042. Just a pinch over 1,000.
All right. Ace King in great shape against Ace 7.
Yeah, going to be drawn to a 7. Good flop. I guess some diamonds, some backdoor
He's
diamonds.
running diamonds.
They're running 7s. Jack
Oh,
of
that
hearts.
didn't do it. He needs a 10 now to chop it.
Pretty much dead to chop. 2 hearts, Flying Dutchman. Actually goes runner for the nut.
Runner,
flush.
runner, nut flush. Let's go.
Scott, the Monday games live streams are so, you never know what you're going to get with a 1-2 or 1-3.
Yeah.
Because like this past Monday game, like the quadruple,
Stiff.
no, it was a great stream.
No, it's stiff competition.
Yeah, I mean the quadruple straddle was on a number of times.
So you're going 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32.
No, it's 5, 10, 20, 40.
For the 1-2 game?
Yeah.
They straddle to 5?
Yeah,
I
that's
like that.
That's a straddle on the floor.
I like that.
I thought a guy wanna go in
I
the
like
restroom
that.
and Shit, right? He starts spelling R-E. I didn't know about what's it's P.
We got Amber in the background tempting these guys with candy and drinks.
I need
at 2
Oreos.
o'clock in the morning. Remember you found an Oreo in your soup coat?
Yeah,
From a week later.
yeah. Something wrong with Oreos. They never go bad. It's like American craft cheese. Never goes bad.
It's like McDonald's French fries. Throw
McDonald's
the
French fries
you'll
and
be
nuggets. Bijan under the gun. Ace 10 offsuit. Probably going to look to open. Again, with a big stack,
6 race for 250,000.
you can put pressure on some of these smaller stacks here. Again, Johnny electing to fold Ace 9 offsuit. For ICM perspective, going to get some of these short stacks to bust out Martin with 3 big blinds.
What do you leave in the box?
Bob Haddon. Dumb question. Since we're streaming here, he just subscribed, right?
Correct.
Okay. Bob, thanks
That's
for
not
the
a dumb question.
Thanks to the subscription. Again, tonight, we got three nights of live streaming here. Do you know who's in the booth tomorrow? Since I'm running the tournament?
Are you asking me?
No,
Or
do you know?
are you quizzing me? Or
I guess.
like expecting me to know?
No.
Oh, good, because I did.
Hayden and OFC. OFC's going to be making it.
Oh, I was
OFC's
going to
be
say
making it.
Friday. I would expect it to be Gator.
Yeah, I saw OFC's always wanted to be in the booth, but
I love OFC.
he wanted it to be with like Hayden or Kim,
Right.
Because he thought it would be fun, and he says that if he messes up, they can make him look good.
Yeah, it will be. I like all that reasoning.
So
OFC's a great guy.
Yeah,
it's super fun.
Kim is going to be in the room tomorrow, and if you guys are looking to play a fun game, starting. I'll talk about that in just a second. Mauricio King Queen offsuit on the button, going to rip his stack.
I like it.
Just
10
over
bigs.
10 big blinds. Pretty standard rip on the button.
Just over 10.
Yeah. Bajan here, ace 7 offsuit. Gets a bit soft though. If he's ace 7 suited, I can see him making the call, or ace 9. Ace 10 off's probably at the bottom of your calling range, the bottom of your range, calling a button shove.
Yeah. So, well, the button shove is
wider.
really wide.
Yeah.
Before I run out of time.
So Bajan with an ace. Martin's yelling for Amber to bring more beer before they have to shut it down.
Yeah.
He does fold an ace.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the correct fold. If he's like ace 9 offsuit, ace 10.
I mean,
offsuit,
I don't like doubling up the short stacks, but I don't like folding aces either.
It's tomorrow, 6 to 10 p.m. I'll let you guys know the lineup. Let's see what we got here.
It's posted, right? The link is up.
Yes.
Go click on notify me, and it'll just pop right up. Go click on like and share. Let's see how many likes we can get on that other link.
Yeah, I got German moneymaker AJ Neimer in the profile pick. Danny Marks, Carlos Cortez, Chris Cashin, Brian Green, Sam Neimer, Harvey Casho, JD.
Martin's putting his last 3 big blinds in with the ace 9.
Three big blinds. That's going in.
Definitely.
All right, guys, blinds are up. 51.
Folds around, and we're on the next hand already. Blinds are up again. Every 20 minutes, the blinds go up, guys. We had a guy in the chat, not in the chat, excuse me, on Facebook last week saying he didn't like how it's a crapshoot at the end. And you hear that from people who are not familiar with tournament poker.
Yeah.
They want it to be 20 bigs, 30 bigs deep the whole time. That's not how tournament. If it was 20 bigs, tournament poker would never get over.
So the thing is, with these small daily tournaments, you have to expect as it gets later in the blind levels that your stack depths are going to be significantly smaller. Got Dutchman Poker in the chat. Dutchman, are you flying Dutchman? That's actually at the table currently, and if you are, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Alert.
Flying Dutchman with
Okay, that's him in seat 9.
That's him.
Got Neek in the chat. Dutchman Poker.
All right, we got a jumper in the 7, 8 call. All right.
Johnny Group King 9 offsuit. I like it. Flying Dutchman here. Gonna make the call.
See, and there he
Blind versus blind. I like the rip. I like the call.
right, and they were both short stack. They both
Right.
had 5 big blinds.
Dutchman still ahead. Ace high.
Also,
2 spades.
these chip counts are
Slightly off.
well, they're not exact.
Right.
If when they counted them, if Johnny gave us an answer that was 10K less, because the computer thinks that he still has 10K, but King counted down and Flying Dutchman did have him covered.
Yeah.
So it says he still has 10K, which is 1/10 of a big blind. He would have to go all in dark 5 times, before he did anything.
Again, Martino with the double with the ICM jump. Now down to 5 players. Again, Johnny there finishing $1,042 for finishing in 6th place. Next elimination for 5th place gets $1,350.
So we went from 1,040 to 1,350.
Correct. Well,
Nice little $300 pay jump everybody just got.
3 bullets for this tournament.
Did you raise the blinds 50 to 100?
All right, let's go. I'm coloring up. We do not need pink chips anymore, so we're coloring them up.
Yeah, they're going to color up.
We're just going to have 25Ks on the table after the 5,100 level.
Right.
I'm getting thick. I need to hit the gym.
Bro, me
that's,
too.
That's Twin Peaks for 8 weeks or 8 months.
That's
rather.
Twin Peaks and Whataburger. Blue Bonnet,
That's all we do.
Dunstan's.
I found out last week or a couple days ago. I don't have plates in my RV.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's hilarious.
It took me 8 months to find that out because we go out every night.
True.
Flying Dutchman all in with pocket 7s. Martin folds 8 tray.
Much for me to fight with.
Good hand for playing blackjack, but not a great hand for defending the blind. Martin just hanging around with 2 big blinds. He's went from $495 payout to almost a $1,400 payout. So he's earned $1,000 just by letting the other people bust before him with his 2 to 5 big blind stack that he's had for the last hour.
Oh, he's got exactly 175. So I guess that's just Brandon one. He's the only one got
175 chips. There it is. 25 for you. All of the pinks are off the table. We are strictly a 25K chip game now.
Went all in, I had 10. Yeah, I know. But I only had to call the fucking. No, he raised pretty big. No, he's mid race. That's what I'm saying. I was already in.
What happened? You win that hand?
Yeah, I would have won that hand. You look back on it, I should have shipped.
Martin's explaining that he's been here since 9:30 a.m. when I walked in the door with him, and now it's close to 2:30, and he's just getting tired of making mistakes. In his mind, he's making mistakes. Now the other players are trying to defend his actions, saying no, it's not a horrible fold, but you know,
Fuck yeah.
All right, he's all in.
he's all in with his last 2 big blinds. He's got Queen 8 versus King Queen.
Sorry, bro, but 8 gonna hit.
Martin apologized to Mauricio, saying, sorry, bro, the 8 is going to hit.
Let's see if he can get there.
He gets the queen. Nobody has a diamond. Can we go running flush again?
For a chop chop. Oh,
No. Needs it exactly an 8. Oh, he gets it! He does get it. See, this is a part of the tournament where I'm up chipping everybody up, and I'm not paying attention to the tournament, so I didn't think that was going to happen. See, I'm not paying attention to the game. I'm like directing it, moving people around in their seats and coloring up chips. So I'm not paying attention to the game. I didn't realize Martin just hit his 3 outer.
yeah, like 6.4%.
Beautiful.
Yeah, something like that. And 5 players remaining, $5,444 up top. Again, 296 total entries. Blinds are up. 50K small blind, 100K big blind, 100K big blind AA.
Yeah, Dutchman, we saw that Jacks against King 10 where he flops a king and you turn a jack and then it's chop chop on the river.
Matthew, this is not live. This was recorded at freaking 1 a.m.
The commentary is live.
The commentary's live.
This was yesterday's tournament. Started at 6 o'clock, $100 buy-in. At 2 o'clock in the morning, we don't get a lot of viewers, so we recorded it and we broadcast it at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Bijan is picking up premiums.
He really
All those
is.
Final tables, second pair of kings, aces.
All right, we got a jumper in the 5.
Oh, Brandon with queens.
Yeah. Brandon in danger of being eliminated.
Nothing you can do against that. Queen against king. You're just going all in at the final table.
Yep.
That's just a cooler.
5-handed, super cooler.
Just a cooler. And he's got 300.
Hey, top set.
King
Or at
in the
least-
window. Bijan needs exactly a king.
Drawing super thin around this Turner River. Commentary is much better at this time, Matthew.
Oh, this hand specifically. Alayla running Action Tracker. She put Bijan's raise in here, and Brandon went all in. She put call. Flop comes out, and she's like, now what do I do? Because king just keeps going.
Turn up the table, Matt. Oh yeah. He did say he called the queen in the window.
Yeah. That's funny. So so then she goes check, 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 and she doesn't know what to do to continue the hand because it was an all-in and a call. And so then she calls me back here. I have no idea what's going on. I just hit fold to make the hand go through, and then we stop the action. I get chip counts. So I actually have Brandon folding on the river.
Oh, I gotcha.
You know, because I'm going, king, what happened? Fold, fold, fold. I'm like, okay, fold. Next hand. What are the chip counts now?
So you adjust it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, we started for this specific. Most of our live streams are actually like live with a 15-minute delay. But this one,
We used to do the final table live when it got at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10:30 into that midnight. This final table, Dutchman, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this final table started at about 12:45, 1 a.m.
Spoiler: now everybody's gonna know he was there at the end.
Yeah.
100.
I mean, yes.
2,225,000.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I joke about this, Matthew. This is like the fourth week in a row we've recorded, then commentated next day. The last time we did this, my analysis was super sloppy, and I fell asleep in the booth commentating.
You didn't fall asleep.
I was resting my eyes.
When I asked if you were, when I said, "Shh, Eddie's sleeping," you said, "No, I'm not. I'm just resting my eyes."
Yeah. But also, if you never said it, if you never called me out, I probably would have just like stayed asleep.
You would have floated deeper and deeper.
I was at that point of no return.
Yep, it was right there.
60 viewers in the chat.
And last night would have been worse with 18 hours into it. We had a long day yesterday. Who loves it more, really?
What?
Us, streaming, everything.
He said, you know, he's still from the back.
Yeah, I watched yesterday's 1-3 crazy and wild game. The super straddles and the knit game.
Mauricio and Martin both down there with 6 big blinds. Flying Dutchman and Brandon 11 and 13, and Bijan with 22.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, because I've signed it already.
Queen in the window.
And again, we paid 36 spots. We used the Venetian 10% payout method, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once it gets to X number of entries.
Well, how it works is 20 people is 2, 30 people is 3, 40 people is 4.
Right.
Up until we hit 90.
Right.
90 is 9. At 91, they jump by 3 places.
Right.
So they pay 10, 11, 12. So we go to 120. So 91 to 120. And then 121 to we play 13, 14, 15. So 150. So 121 to 150. Some people will go, wait, you have 130 people. Why aren't you paying 13? Right. Well, because that's not how it works in a big tournament. We pay in groups now.
Yeah.
And instead of exactly 10, we go 30. And once we get past 270, 271 to 360 is 36 places. And that's where we're at right now, is paying out 36 places. So people who are not used to big tournaments think that 296 should pay 30 people.
Right.
And they're incorrect. But that's just not knowing how big tournament payout structures are.
Agreed. Brandon here, King Jack offsuit in the cutoff. Definitely could be opening this hand up, late position, five-handed, and slowly in the top right there.
I know, that's a neat feature, isn't it? 5-hand.
He's just gonna limp.
Start.
All right, we got a jumper in the 9.
Ooh.
Good rip there.
Oh, and then Martin's got 6s.
Yeah, and I think you have to fold.
He's only
there.
got 4 big blinds. Do you think he's got a fold? I don't know. Flying Dutchman, blind versus blind, could have anything. I think Martin's got a call. I mean, how many times is he going to fold a pocket pair? Because there's been a raise in front of him.
Right.
Yeah, I call that. Now Brandon's got decision, which is why
he's folding.
Yeah, easy fold, which is why I don't like committing more chops than necessary early position. All right, 6s against 9s. Martin, yell out 6 in the window like Brandon did.
With the queens.
Oh, he doesn't get it. 9 right there.
kill, bro.
Oh,
Get the fuck
they're
wrong with
kidding.
you?
He has quads, I'm guessing.
Nice hand for quads.
Nice hand for Dutchman here. Going to put him now 18 big blinds. Going to definitely put him in a position to ladder up.
Yeah, he's been playing very patient.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Tournament poker, you have to be super patient, right? I think he had like 2-4 big blinds not
Yep.
that long ago.
Yep.
Got some much needed double up multiple times. Martine eliminated. Now 4 players left.
You know I do with
1,800. They're talking about chip chop, and Brandon says,
No, you're gonna get more than what you think.
And for the record,
Give us a count.
you all in the chat know how I feel about chops. I don't like them, but it's such a weird
it's
stack.
their money.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
They really don't care. And I told them before, not last night, but I've told them before. I'm like, don't worry about messing up my TV show.
Yeah.
It's your guys' money. You do what you want to do.
No matter if y'all talking about a chop or not.
But still, don't chop.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't chop. And King's saying you can't talk about it in the middle of a hand. Talk about it between hands. We don't pause the clock.
Right.
If you want to just stop the play between hands to talk about it, go ahead. But you have to finish the hand. Because you're not going to discuss it and then play the hand.
Me, right?
No, right. Oh, yeah.
I think we're behind on the tracker right now.
No, actually, they stopped playing.
Oh.
You know, I said, they said, can you pause the clock? And I said, no, we don't pause the clock. Talk about the chop between hands. And they had just stopped. And then Flying Dutchman says, okay, I'm all in. And Mauricio says, okay, I fold. And now we're getting exact chip counts from everybody, and Stacy's inputting it into the calculator.
I see him calculator.
No, 495.
That's what I need to do.
No, you don't stop.
I need to download independent chip model. Again, thank you for your 64 viewers in the chat. In about an hour, we are going to be streaming a 5510 PLO stream that will be live on a 15-minute delay.
5 lakh,
475.
Yeah.
Dutchman 2050.
whatever. I cannot count right now.
I
So
can't count right now either, buddy.
I have everybody's chip count. If they just all fold, we can make the decision,
Right.
right? So we're sitting here. They gave me their numbers. If they all just fold around, I can tell them what their answer is.
I thought there was an app for ICM.
There is. I can show it to you in a little bit.
I'm going to need that.
But I'm waiting for them to fold so I can tell them the answers. And Mauricio goes,
Finish your hand.
see,
That's why I say you still got to keep playing.
I said, finish your hand, just fold. Instead of folding, he rips it all in.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize this would happen.
And Brandon snap calls him with an ace.
Why would
And
he
I'm
rip
like,
it?
what are you doing? Just fold your hand so I can tell you what the chips are.
He lost at least probably like
Well, he
400?
gets 1,000.
Okay, flops a flush draw with a gutter to
Yeah,
the straight
it's a good
flush
flop
draw.
for him.
8 does not get there. Brandon with ace high wins.
So right here, now I have to get new numbers,
Yeah, because you have to redo it.
and it changed. He ends up with fourth place money when he could have chopped and got another $400 or $500. So he gets 1,800, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
But I think everybody else gets like 3,000 now, so it would have been probably 2,500 apiece.
Right,
So he
something like
left
that.
some money on the table by making that move instead of just folding, so I could tell them what
Right.
what the answer was. And so that's it. The show's done. They do agree right now. They're just saying, okay, we're done. We're just going to, whatever our chips are, ICM it, and we'll take that. Is that good? And we get a thumbs up. This hand, they all fold. It's done. And they go, okay, fold, fold, fold. We're done. Yeah. And we're done. So let's pop back in here.
Yep.
Max camera. So that's That was last night's tournament.
Yeah.
296 entries, 5,000 and change for first place.
Yep.
First, second, and third all chopped it up. Exact ICM, which gave
3,945 for
Oh, yeah,
first,
you've got it on there? Here,
3,929 for second, and 3,372 for third.
You know what? Yeah, okay. So say those numbers again slow. What's first place?
3,945.
3,945. Okay, what's second place?
3,929.
All right, so they both made $4,000.
Yeah.
And what did Brandon take home?
30, just a pinch under 34.
3,400. So 4,000, 4,000, 3,400. So excellent for one day. Brandon's second deep run. He ended up chopping 3 ways last week for he had the chip lead at the time, so he did get a full first place. The dealers like it when Brandon wins because he's a very generous tipper.
I think people that are in the industry, they
do well.
Generally tip.
And Brandon just says, okay, I'll do whatever you guys want. And you guys want to chop it, let's chop it. And that's it. So we're done. In a half hour, we're going to start streaming a high-stakes 5-5-10 PLO game. You're going to be in the booth?
Yep.
With Scott Friedman? He texted.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He's in the chat going, come play with me. Scott, I don't think if all you've played is Poker Stars
Come on, Scott.
PLO that you're going to want to waste your time.